Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 31-year-old Missouri resident Nicholas Reimler, I think is how you pronounce it, he was sentenced a while back, but I'm taking some time to catch up on some older January 6th sentences I missed. So over the next few weeks, as long as there's not a lot of new cases, a lot of new sentencings. So on December 30th of 2020, Reimler shared a Facebook post from Donald Trump, which said, January 6th, see you in D.C. Below that post, Reimler confirmed he was driving to D.C., he was going with two friends from work, and on January 6th, he was seen on surveillance video. He illegally entered the Capitol, and he posted videos online. He was taking videos inside the building, posting them online, incriminating himself, as they all did. So Reimler remained in the Capitol crypt for less than 20 minutes before he finally exited the building. And according to the prosecutor, he didn't take part in any violence, no vandalism. He didn't encourage anybody else to do any of that stuff. So Reimler was arrested on February 18th of 2021, and he was charged with entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. When he was arrested, Reimler waived his Miranda rights. He openly admitted, yes, I entered the Capitol. And he also told investigators that he thought that the area that he was in, the area of the Capitol that he was in, was open to the public. He did later contradict his statement, though. In his sentencing memo to the court, Reimler admitted that he witnessed others forcing their way into the Capitol, so kind of knew, yeah, that wasn't open to the public. But again, he did take responsibility right up front. So in September of 2021, Reimler pleaded guilty to the parading charge. So he was looking at up to 6 months in prison, 5 years of probation, and $5,000 in fines. However, the prosecutor requested only 2 months of home detention, 3 years of probation, 60 hours of community service, and $500 in restitution. They were willing to give him a break, go easy on him, because he has only one citation from 10 years ago from driving under the influence. Plus, like I said, he admitted to his crimes early on. He allowed the FBI to search his device. So as soon as they approached him, he's like, yeah, take a look, check it out. I have nothing to hide. So at his sentencing hearing, Reimler told the judge in part, quote, I am here today to take responsibility for my actions on January 6th and to express my remorse to those affected by the events of that day. The violence, destruction, and loss of life at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. should never have happened. I want to say I'm sincerely sorry for being in and around the Capitol building that day. I'm sorry to the United States Capitol police officers who should have never had to defend lawmakers and their staff in the fashion they had to. I'm sorry to the 100 plus police officers who were injured and to the families of the numerous officers who tragically passed away stemming from the horrendous events of that day. And I am sorry to the people of this country for threatening the democracy that makes this country so great. Nothing that happened that day can be taken back, and for that I am wholeheartedly remorseful for my actions. So, one of the best apologies that I've heard so far. And then Reimler went on to say that he knows he contributed to the violence and the destruction that day. He vowed to become a better person. So U.S. District Judge Randolph Moss presided over Reimler's case, and he referred to the events of January 6th as abhorrent. However, Judge Moss conceded Reimler's actions were on the low end of the scale. That's exactly how he put it. And the judge said he was very impressed with Reimler's contrition, also the demeanor that he had towards everything. And then he cited the fact that Reimler didn't post anything. He wasn't boasting about the Capitol attack afterwards. So in the end, Reimler was sentenced to 1 month of home detention, 3 years of probation, 60 hours of community service, and 500 in restitution. And the judge cited Reimler's criminal history or lack thereof. And then he said, Reimler is not a bad person, but he said rather he got, quote, carried away in the moment. As I've always said, I think 2 to 3 months in prison should be the mandatory minimum, but I am conflicted with this case. He did appear truly remorseful for his actions. He didn't brag about his crimes after the fact. He took responsibility immediately. I also haven't heard anything negative about him since he was sentenced, which has been a while. That may not sound like a big deal if you haven't seen all the videos on the sentences I've done or the updates, but trust me, believe me. Considering how many of these January 6th defendants and convicts are repeat offenders, this is fairly unique. So I will let you know if I hear any more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like this video, share it, become a subscriber if you have not. If you can donate, really helps to keep the show going. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.